Welcome to Startup Strategy in 5 minutes or less. Today, we're going to talk about why it is that some companies blow up and others don't. All of us in the startup and early stage business world want our organizations to thrive and to make it into the next unicorn status or whatever our own goal is. But in order to do that, and this is where so many fall into a trap, you need to be built to grow. You need to have the ability to turn your foundation into a trampoline. And the way that I recommend you do that is following what I call the destination employer methodology. Using this strategy, you build your system in this way. The first is an attraction engine. You create an employer brand that creates engagement with the people you need to build world-class teams. Once you've got that engagement, you ensure that you've got an interview process that works for in-demand talent. In-demand talent has many, many options, and they're not going to waste their time on a ridiculous interview and offer process with your organization. I promise you that. Next up is retention. If your company isn't built to engage, fulfill, and grow your talent, what we call the EFG framework, then they're not going to stay. If they're not going to stay, you're not going to grow. World-class teams are built on stability and success, on a culture that rewards their growth. That is not optional. And all three of these things are bound up in leadership, in becoming the type of leader that others follow, and being what they need from you in order to get from them what you need. No one cares about your idea. No one cares about what you know until they know that you care about their outcome. When we're talking about foundations, those 4 steps, attract, recruit, retain, and lead, are how you build that foundation and turn it into a trampoline. And when we're looking at that, we're looking across 12 key elements: your company culture, the hiring plans that allow you to proactively recruit in the marketplace instead of being stuck in reaction mode, your DEI strategy, so you're bringing in the top talent regardless of their background, your sourcing and your employer brands so that you're attractive to the people that you need to draw in, your employee referral program, so your existing team is augmenting your search efforts and bringing in folks just as awesome as they are, your job order intake, interview process, and offer process, meaning that once you've got the attention of that rock star, you don't lose it by dropping the ball with bad feedback and a ridiculously slow process. Your new hire orientation draws them into your company. It solidifies the things that you talked about during your interview and offer process. You offer them career planning, training, upskilling, and cross-training to make them better at what they do. Because the better they are, the more secure they are. And the more that growth comes from you, the more inclined they are to stay because their needs are being met. Rock stars want to be rock stars. We're also making sure that we involve in that career path, that career development, an opportunity for them to grow beyond the role they're currently in. And finally, when the natural end comes, we're parting as friends, letting loose a person into our ecosystem that's an ally, not an enemy. If you want to learn more, then subscribe to this channel, because this is what we talk about. This is the first in the 5 minutes or less series, and let's see, I think I got it done.